Hey guys, and welcome back to Bath City with me, NG Paradox. We're getting closer and closer to the end of our second season in League 2, and the last month has been a bit of a mixed bag. I felt like we could have done better, but then again, obviously January was such a good month that I think possibly it was just we'll call it the January effect. Every second season, Januaries are always really good for us. So I feel like maybe that kind of upped my standards and expectations for the team. And so the next month we didn't do as well as I hoped, but still doing well. That's something I need to always keep in mind. We're still doing very nicely. There's a quick look at what happened over the last month. Last time you guys saw, we had that potentially really important game against Luton, and we lost 1-0. Such an important game. If we'd have won that game, who knows what could have happened for the end of the season. That could come back and bite us in the butt, obviously. Have to wait and see, but maybe things just weren't meant to be, or at least that's what it seemed like during the match. After that, we came up against Telford. Telford have been doing really well this season, as we have seen. They're managed by Grant Holt, former player of Norwich, if I remember correctly. Played in the Premier League with them. Impressed quite a lot of people for his age, especially. He was quite old when he got to the Premier League. It's always a shame when you see a player get to the Premier League, but they're already getting quite old, and so they can't play in the Premier League for much longer. It always makes you think, what would have happened if they'd got there a bit sooner? But yes, Telford having a good season. We came up against them. They're on kind of the playoff run like we are, so it was really important to try and get a good win here, especially off the back of the Luton game, and we did just that. We managed to get a 2-1 win. The players played really well. We were definitely the better team throughout the match. You can see here, Junior scored a penalty, and then Bob Bruce scored, which was really good because they scored a minute later. So that kind of won us the match. So good going there for Bob Bruce, coming on to the team, coming on to the pitch. Young player still, he doesn't get much time. Whenever he does, he always takes his chances. After that, I played against Doncaster. Doncaster are not having a great season. I feel like whenever I play Doncaster, I just don't have a good time. I don't know why, and that seemed to continue if that is true. It does feel like that is true. We lost 2-1. You can see the players played pretty well, lots of shots, but we just couldn't convert those into goals, and Doncaster could. John Marque was on their team. They had a few interesting players, if I remember correctly. They had Micah Richards at 33 years old, playing at Doncaster in League 2. Wow. It's weird. When he was at Man City, a lot of people used to talk about him. A lot of people said he has potential maybe to being a good defender. Didn't really get to play first in the first team as much as he wanted to, so he left, of course. But ever since then, he just hasn't seemed to want to catch anything. Hasn't seemed to have done well at all. And that seems to be continuing in Football Manager as well. He's now at Doncaster. Very interesting group of players there. Marque as well. So they got some interesting players at Doncaster. I'm surprised how bad they're doing this season. After I played against Cambridge, and we got a really good win here. 4-0. Always love to win by a few goals and obviously getting a clean sheet. Again, the players played really well. Junior scored 2 goals. Eaton Collins scored, and Murphy got a nice goal to add to his collection. After that, we played against Northampton. Really thought we'd win this game as well. I thought, okay, if we win this game as well, not too bad a month. But we lost against Northampton 4-2. Now, this game really could have gone either way. I thought it was a pretty even game. I think the 4 goals they scored has probably been very generous to them. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Junior did score 2 goals. He scored the first goal, then they drew, then they got the second goal, then we were drawing. It was 2-2. And near the end of the match, they scored 2 more goals. So we couldn't really do anything about that. But that's been the months of 5. So you can see like loss, win, loss, win, loss. So not a great season, but it could have been, not a great month, but it could have been much, much worse. But yeah, you can see, look at that. That was such a great run. And now we've kind of lost that momentum. I feel like that's what I feel like we just lost the momentum at this point, which is obviously not great. But we'll have to wait and see how things go. Next up, we've got Newport. Newport are 17th in the league. This is a team I'd be hoping that we can beat. They're predicted to come 23rd. Got a bit of money, of course. Few players here. Robinson's their manager. Their key player is a guy called Andrew Taylor, on loan from Swansea. Seems okay. He's got some good physicals. I'm not that impressed by him, to be honest, if he's their key player. But as you can see overall in the competition, Junior is still the top goal scorer, which is great to see. Lee Cox is doing well for passing, but he's definitely... Look at all these yellow cards. He gets way too many yellow cards. I think he gets more than Sarpong does. At the moment, we are 6th in the league with 51 points. We're 2 points ahead of falling out the playoffs, and we're 10 points behind an automatic position. So I don't think we're going to catch these top 3 teams. I think those 3 have got it right now. That Luton game was big. That would have really helped, I think, to keep the momentum going, as well as getting us some vital points. But we're kind of all stuck around here. There's a lot of these teams all very close, so we have to be careful. If we fall out of this playoff position, that could easily happen. If we look at the bottom of the table, Plymouth and Leighton are down in there. Burton has managed to creep out at this moment in time. We're definitely not going to get relegated. That's one thing at least I can say. That's a good thing. And I think we should go into the match. Did I actually go through the team? I must have put my team out. Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm just making sure. I kind of forgot if I did or not. For today's match, we got Semedo in instead of Hunter. Now, I know some people might be disappointed with that. You know, Hunter has a really good season so far, but his recent form has not been great. And Semedo seems to be playing quite well, having come into the team. So I want to give him more of a chance, you know. I don't think we're going to get those automatic positions. I said that a long time ago. Last month gave us a little bit of hope, but it wasn't meant to be. And I think it'd be nice to get Semedo a bit more playing time, maybe getting ready for next season and really have a good go at it next season. But yeah, Bob Bruce down here, Ethan Collins and Jack Dunn on the attack. They're both playing quite nicely. Billy Murphy's come in for Lee Cox. He's suspended right now. Too many yellow cards. Simpson's come back in for Ball because Ball has not played well either. We definitely need to get a really good left back, I think, next season. Dan Ball. I like Dan Ball, but he's just gone a little bit too old. He's hit that 30 age range now. I think he's just gone a bit too past it. Though still a good captain, of course, taking us all the way up here. Viner has come in for Monfy. He is injured for a few weeks. So that gives Viner a chance to show what he can do. And there we go. So let's jump into the match. Da-da! You can see, like, Ashton's gone off the bench. He's not even on the bench right now. That's because the attacking midfield position is really competitive in our team at the moment. And I just felt the other players have been in better form than he has and are doing better than him. Which is a shame, because Ashton I still think is good, but I have to go with who's doing the best. Both teams come into this one with a spell of poor form. I'm not gonna comment on that. I just want to get to the game. We're at home today. Hopefully we have a good match. I don't remember if it says that the stadium's going to be full or not. I think we might have a jam-packed stadium today. Let's avenge what happened last time against Newport. And let's see how things go. Look at our little stadium. Our little stadium. Really looking forward actually to FM18. They just released a video about the new match engine with the new stadiums and stuff. Looks really nice. Not like amazing difference, but still a difference that will just add to the immersion, I think. So very happy with that. Really looking forward to it. It's like 1 week away, you know. 1 week away till we can play it probably. The beta will probably come out sometime next week. And I'm really excited. Really can't wait to get my hands on that. Can't wait to do a playthrough on that either. It's going to be exciting times. I don't know why. Whenever a new one, even at this game, they don't improve it like massively. It's still going to be Football Manager. And I've got this game, so I should be fine. But I just can't wait for some reason. Happens every year. But this year, I think more so than the last maybe couple of years, I think. Yeah, I think this year I'm more excited for it than the last couple of years. Semedo getting it in. Koya with a nice placed shot. Semedo there with a nice little assist there from the free kick. Not amazing, obviously just passed it to him from the free kick. But still, you know, good for him. It looks good on his numbers and stuff. Done now with another free kick. Knocked it into the opposition. They could be coming for a counter here, but looks like Oluwu got the ball there. Get to the Semedo. Can he get another assist? And way too many defenders in front of him. He couldn't get the ball past them. That'd have been a great advertisement for him if he could got a second assist in the first half. You guys would very much like him, I think, if he did that. Let's see. They got a corner here. Coddington, though, with the safe hands. Good going, Coddington. So winning right now, it doesn't affect our position too much. We're sick for the moment. That just put us 3 points ahead of falling out of promotion, the playoff positions, and with good goal difference. So I'd be quite happy with this. We would be 8 points behind Mansfield in the automatic position. And there's still, after this game, there's 11 games to go. There's still a lot of games to play. So if one of those top teams does have a bad run of form, you never know. You never know. It's a possibility. It's just very, very unlikely. Eaton Collins getting it to Junior. Junior's not usually the best at passing, but he gets the ball almost to done. They're coming in on the counter-attack now. Can Viner show off? No, Viner, they got the ball past Viner, and they almost scored, but Coddington just got his shoulder to the ball. Good going, Coddington. Made yourself look big, you know. Got your body in front of the goal. But they're coming back now. It's not the end of the highlight just yet. You get the ball in there, and a dangerous position. It was pretty obvious he was going to score as soon as the guy was down here. You could see him in the middle there. You knew he was going to score, and that's exactly what he did. Was that... I think that was Oluwu, maybe? I think he came from there. Maybe went a bit too much, but he needs someone to put pressure on the player. It's hard to say, but disappointing obviously going, 1-0 up, and now we're 1-1. Let's see, are they going to... They could easily score a second goal right now. Not very happy. I want us to get to the second half. They've had a lot of shots as well. We've only had one shot on target and we got one goal. The draw only puts us 1 point still into the playoff positions, so we really want to get a win here. Passionate. Revenge, guys. Remember, Newport, they beat us last time. We want to show them that we can beat them this time. Don't let this be a failure. Okay, Junior managed to get a free kick there. Not too bad. I want to see what the attendance is. Done now with the ball in there. Murphy gets it to Courier. Done with a nice little jump over there. You should have passed the Junior. Done. Done, done, done. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Yep, it's a full game today. 2,000 people. Very happy to see that. Newport probably isn't that far away from Bath, so that probably helps with that. Okay, Rathbone for them. What's he going to do? Okay, good tackle there by Kuya Samido. Getting to Eaton Collins. What's he going to do? And he loses the ball. Good job, Eaton Collins. Wow. I was thinking, what's he going to do? What magical things or tactics or surprises will Eaton Collins have for us? And no, he decided to lose the ball. Good job, Ian. He's had a good season, though. I'll give him that. He's definitely shown moments of class. But it's not looking great right now. Not looking great at all. How much do I want to push the team? I'm not sure. I feel like we're just put ourselves in a vulnerable position if I go more attacking. We saw it happen last time, obviously, against Luton. Going attacking ended up being our downfall. I always hate that. It's always such a weird thing. Something's keeping it simple, I think, is something's the best option. Especially in the lower leagues as well. You can see I've been playing things quite simply during all of our seasons, just because it just seems to be suiting the team. And in the lower leagues, I find it works quite well. But Junior at the moment with the ball, Eaton Collins, Courier, what's he going to do? To Dunn. That was a good ball to Junior. I've seen Junior score so many times from there, but today is not that day. 55 minutes. Do I have an extended? I do. Okay. I forgot if I changed it or not just then. But here we go. Jackson. Kicking it up to Rathbone. Nice name, that one. Taylor. If Taylor had passed there, if he'd passed to the numbers of other players coming up on the side there, that would have been extremely dangerous. Batten is going to come on for Joseph Oluwu, because he's looking a bit tired, and we can see there's a lot of attack going on. Batten has not played much this season. Obviously, he's a player that started with us when we first started the game. Loved the guy. He's worked really hard to help us get here. I think League 2 is a bit too much for him, but we'll see how well he does here. Who to change here? We could take off Billy Murphy for Sarpong, but he's looking a bit motivated. But then they're all looking motivated. Eaton Collins not a good time. Dunn I thought was okay. Samido I thought was okay. Junior's not really good. but the other options I could put Dunn up front possibly. Then I trust Junior though. The amount of goals he's got this season is ridiculous. I might take off Billy. Let's take off Billy for Sarpong. Get a bit more of a defensive one there, so we can try and get the ball more first and get rid of that. He's got a yellow card right now. And let's bring on Bob Bruce for Ethan Collins. He's done well when he's come onto the pitch. I think the last 2 times he's come on, he's actually scored, or at least the last 3 times, twice he's scored. So I think we should bring him on for Ethan Collins. Ethan Collins not having a good game. Maybe Bob Bruce will just bring a bit of youth, a bit of ingenuity, that kind of youthful new ideas into the centre attack. But here we go. 25 minutes to go. Well, yeah, I'm not being exact, of course. Here we go, Semedo with another corner. Landed right to Dunn, and he just headed it into the opposition goalkeeper. I was hoping he might just, head it into his feet or something, or head it to someone else, but no, he tried to go in for the goal, I guess, but it wasn't powerful enough. Liam Wakefield, I almost thought that looked almost like Coddington just then. I was a bit worried. I thought, shit, Coddington's injured? That'd be really bad, actually. We've been quite lucky, actually, the second half of the season with injuries. That was close. We've not had any big injuries so far the second half of the season. First half of the season, we had a few injuries, but the second half of the season, not been too bad. But still 1-1. Got 5 minutes to go. The team have been playing better, I think, in this half, I would say. Can we grab a goal? One more goal. We're gonna lose the ground on Telford and Port Vale. Come on. We need a win here. I think they both won their games. What the cool, yeah, what header was that? You kind of just like half-heartedly went for a head there. Semedo. Come on, Semedo. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Let's just forget that happened. Kuya to Sarpong. The highlight is still going. Semedo again. Sarpong, Kuya, Bruce. Not making a mistake, that Bruce. He's still doing a good job. Kuya getting it to Dunn. Okay. Dunn getting us a corner. I think that's Semedo taking the corner here. Yep, Semedo's taking the corner. What's going to happen? The goalie didn't run out. No one got the ball. Kuya. What's he going to do? Gets it back to Leyland. Okay, and that's the end. Oh, no, don't you dare. Oh, thank you, thank you. They scored a free kick from there with 2 minutes to go. I would have just... I'd have been very, very upset. Now we're gone down to the 7th. Oh, no. Even Wimbledon's gone ahead of us. And now we're 11 points behind those automatic positions. We really need to try and just stay in these playoffs. It would be really cool to get to another playoff. Second seasons, every second season, the playoff. Playoffs for you, playoffs for you. Everyone gets playoffs in the second season, apparently, if you're named Paradox. That was disappointing, yeah. Have to admit, I really wanted to win there. We really could have used a win. It's been a while though since we had a draw, actually. We kind of losses, win, loss, win, loss, win. Didn't have a draw for a while. Maybe it was overdue. But that means a few of those teams are kind of moving away from us now. They're now only 6 points away from Bristol Rovers, which makes me a little bit disappointed. If we could have got 54, it would have been 9 points away from Bristol Rovers. Yeah, it could have been interesting, and Luton actually as well. Could have been an interesting end to the season, but now I think we're definitely in a bit of a worry that we could fall down out of the playoffs. Since we've been in the playoffs since in the January times and stuff. Maybe I've gotten a bit too used to that fact, and maybe I'm taking it a bit for granted right now. No, I don't care. No comment. Jack seems to be a yellow card. You have to accept he's going to get those. Everyone enjoyed Kuya's goal. It was a special goal. It was a pretty good goal. Just how down was due to concede at the brink of half-time. Goals change things whenever they're scored. A poor result for you today. I don't think it warrants discussion, our result compared to other teams. How big of a moment was Jack Dunn's late miss? Yeah, we didn't get our share of luck, and that summed it up. Can you explain Jack Dunn's bad day? Even the best players have bad days. Meziaku is a great game for you out there today. What did you make of it? Yeah, he played well overall, I think. Kuya on form for us. And there we go. That was today's game. Well, hopefully we can keep into the playoffs. We've not got long going until the end of the season. This month we got Fleetwood. Then we got Wimbledon. That could be a big game. Then we got Port Vale, another big game. Then we got Crewe, Bury, a lot of games this month. And then we'll be back with the game against Dagenham and Red. So there we go. And that will be the second to last part. And then we'll finish off the season against Mansfield. There's only 2 more parts left. So yeah, I hope you guys will be there for the end of the season. If we can stay in the playoff positions, could be an exciting end of season. Could be a fun one. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'll see you then.